Welcome to Answers for Living. I am Pastor Dave, and we're looking at the book of Daniel, and we're looking at Daniel chapter 11, verse 36 to 45. This text is dealing with the man that we call the Antichrist. Daniel is introduced to the most evil man ever to walk the face of the earth, and the angel introduces this man concentrating on three things. First, on the Antichrist royal pride. He's called a king. He's full of pride and arrogance. He'll be the last Caesar, the last Hitler, the last Stalin. He's called the beast who comes out of the sea. And if we go to the New Testament, he's called the man of sin and the son of perdition. And the scriptures tell us that he's gifted, he's brilliant, he's lawless, he's cruel, he's faithless. He'll be supported by his soul twin, who is called the beast that comes out of the earth. This beast we call the false prophet, and he'll be the religious leader of the world. The New Testament says that the Antichrist will be killed and brought back to life and will be a supernatural being who is utterly devoted to evil. He will exalt and magnify himself above every god, and he will blaspheme the true and only God. And he will do marvelous or monstrous things. He will take over the entire world. He will appear as the Messiah to Israel, the Mahdi to the Muslims, the Krishna to the Hindus, and a war-weary, famine-ravished, disease-riven, plague-infested, panic-stricken world is going to hail him as God. In chapter 11, verse 38 in Daniel, it says that God, his God, will be Satan, who gives him his throne and global power. I thought about that. He literally will accept what Jesus rejected. Satan came to Jesus and said, "I'll give you the kingdoms of the world if you worship me." And Jesus rejected this. But this man will accept that. He will be given supreme power over the entire world. He'll be indwelt by Satan himself. And he will establish Satan worship as the world's new religion. He will also be known for his battles. Daniel 11:39 says, "No power will be able to stand against him." One day all the world's powers will be forced to acknowledge him, and those who support him will be honored with wealth and subordinate power and with honor and position. The Antichrist will carve up the land of Israel and apportion it to his most trusted followers. But his worldwide kingdom will begin to fall apart, and when it begins to fall apart, it will happen rapidly. The kings of the Far East will march, and they will cross the Euphrates and deploy rapidly to the plains of Armageddon, or what is known as Megiddo. Nations from the north will join the eastern nations. The number of soldiers approaching Megiddo will be countless. The Antichrist will quickly harness the military strength of the west, and the stage will be set for the battle of Armageddon. And verse 45 says, "He will pitch his tent between the seas toward the beautiful holy mountain, but he will come to his end with no one to help him." He will get ready for a battle that he thinks he's going to win, but the prophetic time clock of 7 years is relentlessly ticking down, and this will be his final hour. At that moment, the heavens will open, the Lord Jesus Christ will come with his armies from heaven, the battle will be over in the flash of his sword, the Antichrist and the religious leaders, the religious partner, the false prophet, will be cast into hell's fire, and Satan will be bound for 1,000 years. And Jesus Christ will be the Lord who reigns over the entire earth.